Hey everyone, it's Keyblader007 and we get another high score challenge. This one lasts from June 30th to July 6th. It's time for another high score challenge. The prize this time is the Vanitas Remnant Medal. Aim for the top of the rankings to receive this exclusive medal. The Vanitas Remnant Medal is a reverse tier 5 power medal. It costs 4 gauge, it's an AOE medal. It deals 5 hits, raises strength by 3 tiers for 1 turn, and inflicts more damage the lower the slot number. This medal is only going to be really useful in the MOG because it has a top slot reverse, which is where it would be strongest. And it's only going to be usable in general, especially for someone like me, if I get extra on it. If I don't, then I don't even care. And that's all the basic stuff. So I've already done it. We'll go through everything. This one is a choose your path type of dealio, so we'll have to go through it 3 times, 1 for each color, and then I'll show my preferred build. I'm already out of top 1000, so don't know if I'll be able to get it, but I don't even care about this too much. Your objectives are defeat 10 or more enemies for 30 jewels, use 15 or more special attacks for a chip, and collect 500 or more Lux for a Dale. Shadow level 25. Your rewards: for 1 million points you get a mirror and a Huey Dewey Louie. For 2 million you get a Chip and Dale set of 3, the 5-star version. For 4 million you get Chip and Dale, 1 of each, the 6-star version. For 6 million you get 5 mirrors and 2 Huey Dewey Louies. For 8 million you get 7 mirrors and 3 Huey Dewey Louies. That's a lot. And the top score you need to get all the rewards is 12,500,000, which gives you 2 Vanitas Remnants and a Sid, which I've already gotten past. That does not guarantee you good ranking though, as you can see. The ranking rewards, as always, unfortunately, just like with the rewards, you see we don't have a special tier 3 or lower medal, so we only get this crappy Vanitas. You can get the 4 dot at top 1000, 5 mirrors, and we get power gems, so not the greatest. So I have no motivation to like really try or pull for other stuff too much. I'll do a little bit later. Chip and Dales, and it just gets a little less here, a little less there, and you pretty much get nothing. So we're going to go with our 0% score build, as always, the same build I always use. I will not be taking any kind of medal that adds percentage. We'll talk about that after, as always. So just take this for good measure. It's mostly AOE enemies. So let's take the power path first, since the magic one's the one I prefer. Again, when I do this, I'm not doing any kind of, special L method style. I'm just showing you who the enemies are and what they are all about. Those level 50s are pretty strong for the red. So it seems like the red path, you don't have much looseness. In the blue path, you can move around every single enemy and choose whoever you want to go in any order you want to go. Blue's always the best for me. The enemies this time go up to a friggin'... what do they go up to? They go up to level 500, which is pretty crazy. This guy's level 400. I think there's some more heavy guys that way. Before we go to the screen dropping copter fleet, let's take care of the other enemies here. So hopefully no one has to do the red path, because it's pretty stupid where they just lock the path and you can't go around. You can't choose strategically who to fight first. I hate when they do that. It seems the amount of enemies is common with each level. There's also 3 level 300s in the blue one. Can't go that way. And all that's left is the copter fleet and the target. And he has friend. So there's about your max rough score without any percentage. 7 mil. That's about average. This time we're going to go to the green path, which is marked by the box. So it seems this one's a little more open-ended, like the blue one. I don't know why the red ones are always so closed, but I will say those level 50s in the red one were much stronger health-wise. So if you have a good blue build, it might be more beneficial. Again about 7.4, just like with the red path. Blue path, my favorite one. So these guys you could farm for a little more health because they regain health. This dark planet thing you can farm as well. And these wardrobes you could also farm. Again about the same. Time to actually talk about this. First of all, your percentage medals are Maleficent Dragon, which is one of the new medals which lowers all targets' defense by 2 tiers for 1 turn. It's an AOE that's really good. With extra that would be really amazing. Terra-Xehanort or Terra-Xehanort raises magic base strength by 3 tiers for 1 turn AOE, 4 gauge. Tier 5, basically Ursula AOE, also a 21. And the key art Sky, Bond, and Beginning all have the same effect, all 2 gauge medals that copy the one set after a medal instead of before, unlike Nominate. They all are 14% medal, so there's not many medals you can use for this, but this build got me all the stuff I need. I have Illustrated Belle and Beast with SP1 on it. I have Key Art Sky in the wrong slot on purpose. Illustrated Cage 2 Kyrie with Second Chance 2 necessary. I have Key Art Bonds, nothing on it except Defense Boost 3 to help me survive. And Zaldin B with AB3 Max. So any one of you guys can basically pull this off. With 2 pulls of the Key Art banner you can make this build if you have a Gilded Zaldin B. And you could substitute Illustrated Belle and Beast for Kyrie and other stuff. Personally, I think Belle and Beast is one of the best just because it gets rid of all the buffs. So the way this works is, this copies Illustrated Belle and Beast, this copies Kyrie. So I get basically a buff of up 6. Sure, my score is only 28%, and I take the shared medal from Kaio, which is Maleficent Dragon. I don't really use anything on it. I'm actually going to take Nicola's because Kaio added an AB4 on his, and I want less damage, not more. Shout out to my good buddy and longtime fan Sin right here. My original plan was to use his key art, not this one, a red one. He has extra and negative ground defense on it, which I used to copy Zaldin B, which was pretty damn strong, but it just wasn't enough score because the percentage. So I'm not even using the 21% medal. You just need to find a random one, or your party needs to have an ungilted one just to be there. And 49% is how I got my score. So we're taking the magic path. My preferred path goes straight to the final enemy. This saves time in case second chance fails, because this is the only place I really needed to activate to survive. Key arts copy the illustrated villain beast after the debuff, giving it up 6. Then Kyrie. We're going to go for the copter fleet first. Only using this on the high enemies, not the low ones. Second chance saves me. Get all my health back. We'll finish off that copter fleet. We need DB3 to proc to save us from the wardrobe. Good. Now you could probably risk trying to farm this wardrobe until it heals again, but my DB3 has been proccing well, so I'm just going to finish it off with this blast. But that could help you get more score. I usually get about 42 from those guys right there. And there's another one right here. This one I could take a little more liberty with. So if I use Zaldin right now, it's going to die, so I'm just going to tap, do a major hit. It didn't kill me. So I want to get this guy to heal, and since I have second chance too still. He didn't heal, but if I do it one more time, he's going to probably die, so I'm just going to kill him now. This is how you farm enemies that heal. That extra HP they gather actually helps your score because it's like fighting another enemy. So this poison flower in the middle, he can actually hurt you a lot by poisoning you, but he, I believe, heals, so you want to try to farm him and kill his buddies. So we're going to go for Fire Flower instead. Just tap him. Okay, he didn't poison me. I might put AB 4 max on Zaldin to really help me out. I'm trying to get him to heal. But the more turns you take fighting one of these guys, the better for you. This can do a tiny bit of damage, and this will finish him. With those strong enemies out of the way, it's a less dangerous now for yourself. But now's where you gotta get smart. So these guys are weaker, so you can't use too many strong things against them. These guys actually do heal, so I gotta use my weakest stuff on them. I'm gonna kill one and try to get the other guy to heal a little bit. I don't know why they won't heal for me. Oh crap. Alright, I just gotta finish it off. I wasn't supposed to use the Gilted one. Now this guy, you can't do anything except the lesser Kyrie on him. Otherwise it'll just murder him. That's only if you have a Gilted Eye Kyrie like I do. Alright, these guys I can't do anything but swipe. And the Zaldin little guy here. The key is to use Zaldin as a finisher off almost every single enemy on the board. And because I can't use my Kyrie against the the lower level ones, I'm going to use some of these gauge boxes that I stupidly wasted. Yeah, I can't really get much on the wizards. These guys are just way too weak, so I just use this. So I didn't do really that great on this one. I didn't even get the max score for the reward, but I came close. It's all about RNG, so I'm not going to try this a million times, but basically giving you the rundown. That's how I got to 12.7. You get your Dale chip and 30 jewels for the objectives. You get your magic mirror, your Huey Dewey Louie, your 3 chips, 3 Dales, your 1 chip and 1 Dale, higher star level, 5 magic mirrors, 2 Huey Dewey Louies, 7 magic mirrors, 3 Huey Dewey Louies, and of course your Vanitas Remnant times 2 and your Sid. That's my strategy until I pull on the falling price deal, which has, Maleficent Dragon and Terra-Xehanort, which, if I pulled them, could help me a lot with the percentage. I don't really know how I'm going to rework my build because it's pretty strong the way it is. Maybe the AB4 might make a big difference, because right now my rank is absolute crap. When I first did this, I was rank 100 something, so people go crazy for these stupid high score challenges. So hopefully this helps any of you that are trying to at least get the rewards. Good luck on the ranking. I'll keep on trying to, reaffirm my build, but that gives you a good idea of what I did and how I did it. Peace out till next time.